We did it, gardeners. We survived winter's chill and we've made it to March, meteorological spring. Those warm, sunny days in the garden are just around the corner. In this month's seed starting video, we'll be talking about gorgeous annual flowers that you can start this month to plant out in your garden in the coming weeks. These are annuals that have a shorter growth cycle of about 60 days or less to reach planting size. If you live in an area that will pass its last frost date this month, then you can start your seeds outdoors after the last frost date passes. Or you can start them inside now to give them the best chance at success. If you live in an area that will see its last frost date in April, you can start these seeds indoors now and have robust seedlings to plant out as soon as you reach your last frost date. Lastly, if you live in a zone with the last frost date in May, you can start these seeds indoors at the end of this month. First on our list is phlox. Phlox is a charming addition to any garden with its clusters of fragrant star-shaped flowers. Whether you opt for the classic shades of pink and white or the more vibrant hues of purple and red, phlox adds a delightful pop of color to borders, beds, and containers. Cosmos, with their delicate daisy-like blooms and their ferny foliage, cosmos are beloved for their easygoing nature and prolific flowering habit. These cheerful flowers come in a range of colors, from soft pastels to bold oranges and yellows, adding a whimsical touch to any garden. Zinnias are a summer garden staple, known for their long-lasting blooms and vibrant colors. They are also a personal favorite of mine. These easy-to-grow flowers come in a myriad of shapes and sizes, from petite pom-poms to extravagant dahlia-flowered varieties. Starting zinnia seeds indoors allows you to experiment with different varieties and colors, ensuring a stunning display in your garden once the frost has passed. I usually grow Benary's giants, but this year I'm also sowing Oklahoma zinnias after hearing some great reviews of them. I usually sow some seeds indoors and then sow the rest outdoors after the last frost. In some climates, zinnias can struggle with transplanting. Poppies are beloved for their brilliant cup-shaped flowers and drought-tolerant nature, making them a perfect choice for water-wise gardens. These resilient wildflowers thrive in sunny, well-drained conditions, adding a splash of vibrant color to rock gardens, meadows, and borders. Poppy plants will bloom profusely in the spring sunshine. Alyssum is prized for its delicate, honey-scented flowers and low-growing habit, making it ideal for edging pathways, filling in gaps between stones, or cascading over walls and containers. These fragrant blooms come in shades of white, pink, and purple, attracting bees and butterflies to the garden. Start alyssum seeds indoors before your last frost date for healthy seedlings that will quickly establish themselves in the garden. Nasturtiums are not just beautiful, they're also edible, offering peppery leaves and flowers that can provide a flavorful punch to salads and garnishes. It's worth noting that the taste of the flowers is most enjoyable when they're young. These vibrant flowers are available in red, orange, yellow, and cream hues, enhancing borders, hanging baskets, and window boxes. Nasturtiums serve a dual purpose by not only adding beauty, but also being advantageous for your vegetable garden. By planting nasturtiums alongside vegetable plants like tomatoes and squash, you can actually divert pests. Additionally, they attract beneficial insects such as pollinators and hoverflies, which help control pests like aphids. Marigolds are a classic choice for gardeners seeking bright, cheerful blooms that are both beautiful and beneficial. These hardy annuals are prized for their pest-repelling properties and long-lasting flowers, which range from sunny yellows and oranges to fiery reds. Marigold plants will bloom from spring until frost. Like nasturtiums, they also have pest-fighting properties. They are known for their ability to protect tomatoes from a multitude of pests, including whiteflies. If you'd like to learn more about pretty pest-fighting plants, check out my other video. I'll leave a link at the end. Coleus is technically a tender perennial, but it's often grown as an annual due to its vibrant foliage and ease of cultivation. With their striking patterns and bold colors, coleus plants make a statement in both sun and shade gardens. Coleus colorful foliage will add texture and interest to your garden beds and containers. Pair coleus with your favorite flowers for stunning container varieties. Remember last month when I told you that sunflowers don't always transplant well? Well, the good news is that sunflower seeds can be sown directly into the soil a week or two before your last frost date. So March is a great time to plant those outside in anticipation of the last frost. Just be sure to plant them in a soil that isn't actually frozen and that is snow-free. Another beautiful flower for your yard and for cut flower bouquets are sweet peas. These can also be started before your last frost and can grow as tall as 6 to 12 feet. I'll be sowing these in a garden bed close to my fruit trees to encourage pollination and a heavy fruit harvest. Similarly, sugar snap peas, snow peas, and shelling peas can all be directly sown into your garden before the last frost date. I read somewhere long ago that you're supposed to sow your peas in your nightgown under the light of a full moon on St. Patrick's Day. Now, I'm pretty sure if I tried to do that, I would die of hypothermia, but I always sow them in March, and then I get to pick pounds of peas later in the spring before the vines die out in the heat of early summer. I usually have enough in my freezer to last all summer long. If you don't currently grow your own produce, peas are a great way to start. March is a great time to sow seeds indoors for cucumbers, honeydew melons, pumpkins, watermelons, winter squash, summer squash, and zucchini. Like sunflowers, zucchini plants don't always transplant well, so you may want to start a few seeds indoors and then reserve some seeds for outdoor sowing, allowing you to succession plant your zucchini. Also, if you didn't see my video for last month, it's already tomato and pepper seed starting season. I will leave links at the end of this video for last month's seed starting video. You can still plant everything in that video as it focused mainly on perennials. If you're new to indoor seed starting, I'll leave a link for the seed trays that I like. They have a clear cell pack which allows you to see the roots. I'll also leave a link to a seed starting setup video. I love reading your comments, so please tell me which flowers or veggies you're most excited to grow this year. It would really make my day. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.